Then we brought in the date, which to be honest was a last minute call to bring that in. You know, creating the Brabham 60 logo has been an incredible honor for us here at Raw Creative, and it's a tremendous pleasure to be able to share how we came up with it. With everything that we do, we always start with a sketch pad, a pen. Really you want to understand what you are going to be bringing into the logo that will symbolize the elements that make up the message that you want to communicate. And in this case, what we wanted to get across was Sir Jack's driving style. He has this beautiful sweeping line that he goes into corners. So Sir Jack's driving style. And you'll have to excuse me for my awful handwriting. Then you also have the BT19, which is symbolized with this beautiful gold nose front that goes all the way up the center. And then obviously you have the green of the car. This was a hugely significant event that happened. It is part of Brabham's heritage, and of course the heritage logo takes a lot of inspiration from the BT19, 3 elements that make up the 60 logo. That gives you a little bit of an indication as to the background to the logo itself. Now, the other thing that we needed to do was communicate 60. Draw a 6 and a 0 are fairly bulbous. So they kind of butt up against each other, which creates a lot of negative space in this area here, and a little bit here at the bottom. And we were thinking how we can bring the 6 and the 0 together that just looks more compact. So what we did was we looked at the 6, and then we also took the 0, and we brought it in. So you'll notice here, that's that part of it. Now that we have the basis of how we're going to do the logo, as well as the elements, we can start to put it together. We have the 6, which goes like so. And we obviously have the double lines. Then we take the 0, like so, and again the double line. The outer line of the 0 was in line with the inner part of the 6, and we also made sure that the inner part of the 0 lined up to the outer part of the 6. You may notice that there, and a gap over here, and a gap over here. We also use outer lines of the 6 and the 0 to form the structure from which we kept Sir Jack within. And that kept within the width of the 6 and the 0. We looked at having Brabham within the width of the 6 and the 0, it just didn't work. Optically, it looked too small and actually didn't create the best of impact. Just making Brabham just a little bit wider creates a great optical balance of the entire logo. And then we have World Champion 1966, and of course that falls within the outer lines of the 6 and the 0. Then we brought in the date, which to be honest was a last minute call to bring that in. 1966, 2026. So that's how the logo was created. You will see it digitally on the plane, in the watch, merchandise, any communications, it's online, socials, website. So whenever we create logos, we're always looking at how can we incorporate subtle, subliminal messages within the logo that actually communicates the essence of the brand. And I think we did that really well with the 60 logo to celebrate this incredible achievement that Sir Jack Brabham and the BT19 achieved in the Formula 1 World Championship.